Well, welcome back. Later this morning, the president is headed to Illinois, where he'll keep trying to convince middle America that his administration, and not Republicans, has the right plan to rescue the economy. But it's not surprising he began here in Iowa yesterday, which helped launch his presidential bid 2 years ago. Iowa's Democratic Governor Chuck Culver was alongside the president when he visited Fort Madison yesterday, and he now joins me today. I just wanted one of the issues that the president got in that town hall, and I think a lot of governors are getting it today, is immigration and that specific law in Arizona. Had the your state legislature handed you that law, would you have signed or vetoed that?
Well, I don't believe they will. I mean, the bottom line is we have to enforce the current immigration laws. Illegal means illegal, and that's really the first step. And I do expect at some point soon there will be a national debate about this. Do you guys need to
act? Do you feel like in your state you need to act? You've had some high-profile issues with illegal immigrants and meatpacking plants here. I mean, is there a movement inside the state legislature?
No, not. In fact, you know, our law enforcement officials do an outstanding job, and it's really not been an issue. It hasn't come up since this national discussion in Iowa at all.
Nick, yesterday he was in southeast Iowa, and the explanation was, while Iowa overall is handling the recession pretty well compared to other states, your unemployment rate is below the national average. That part of the state is hurting pretty badly. They've lost those sort of small towns that had one factory that are gone. Him coming to talk about it is one thing. What is it that can be done that you want more from the administration?
Well, he's actually doing a lot about it. Thanks to President Obama and this administration, we are pushing forward in terms of renewable energy. And we were at Siemens yesterday. They make wind blades. Iowa is now the national leader in terms of renewable energy, producing 20% of all of our power from renewable sources. So we are very excited about the fact that we have a president now who believes in these green-collar jobs of the future, who believes we need a more diversified portfolio when it comes to our energy solutions of the future. And Iowa, our goal is to become the Silicon Prairie of the Midwest. We are #1 in the nation in terms of wind manufacturing jobs related to green-collar wind manufacturing. We have a supply chain throughout the state now. Hundreds and hundreds of really good paying jobs related to the wind industry. And the fact that the president came here for the second year in a row to highlight some of the great things happening in our state related to wind energy in particular is a great thing for Iowa.
Let's talk about the political climate here in Iowa. You, like a lot of Democratic politicians, are hurting in your own approval ratings, but you seem to be doing hurting a little bit more than the president or others in the state. Why is that?
You know, I am honored and privileged to be the 40th governor of this great state. We have a long way to go between now and November. My father has said that 24 hours is a long time in politics. A lot of things can change. The only poll that matters is on Tuesday, November 2nd.
You sound like a former athlete giving all the cliches.
And I am. I'm a former coach, too. Right. And you've got to play the game. You've got to get out there. I don't have any idea who my opponent is going to be at this point.
You don't expect it to be Governor Branstad?
We don't have our primaries on June 8th. So we don't. The game hasn't even started in a lot of ways. And I want to tell you something. We're going to win this race because we are moving Iowa forward, whether it's renewable energy, standing up and fighting for our veterans. Yesterday, Chuck, we became the first state in America to pass all 10 recommendations from the Department of Defense to support military families. We've got a record we're proud of and a very bright future in this great state.
Very quickly, I know you have to go, but I was surprised to read that you had changed campaign managers and chiefs of staff all within a couple weeks. Have you reassured supporters that this isn't turmoil, that there's not something else?
We have put together the best campaign team that I could ever wish for. Don Stanley, a veteran of Iowa politics, is going to lead us to victory. We have an outstanding chief of staff in the governor's office and a great team of dedicated and committed people that are going to help us continue to run government every day and also put together successful victory on November 2nd.
Governor Culver, thanks for hosting us. We love being here in Iowa, and make sure the caucuses stay first in the nation.
We'll do that.
That is one issue that I think I'll go ahead and take sides with.
Well, thank you, Chuck, and I'm all for that.
All right. Thank you, Governor.